The focus of the family on this business is try to keep for the next generation this heritage. First of all, this is more than a business. It's something that we have a big passion behind, and Douro is the oldest demarcated region in the world, and Crasto is part of this first demarcation. We have a mark that will represent that from that time. My name is Tomás Roquette. So I'm the general manager of Quinta do Crasto, that belongs to my family for more than 100 years. Actually, we're going to celebrate next year our 100th anniversary. So we are part of the history, and we want to be part of the history, and that's why we start developing this business. Everything started from the port wine, but on the 90s we realized that with the same grapes that we're using for port, it will be possible to produce great or outstanding red and white wines.
The Douro terroir, it's incredible. We are working in a region where viticulture, it's a hill, mountain, slope viticulture. That makes all the difference, and with that we can get so many different terroirs. My name is Manuel Lobo de Vasconcelos. What I do is I'm a winemaker, and at Quinta do Crasto, where we are.
The most important characteristic for a family that are producing wine and they are in the business here in Douro like we are, respect the past. That's very important. Try to keep the important things that we've been learning from the past generations.
The terroir of the Douro, it's that the complexity between the altitudes, the exposures, the different soil textures, the availability of water or not near the river.
It's a question of really the respect of when we look around and you see this work that they've been done in the past with the terraces, and and how difficult it was to work in this region. It was so isolated on that time, and and it was a lot of work invested in here. So I think we should really respect that and try to keep it for the future.
The Douro has 3 sub-regions, and we are in the middle region. We call it Cima Corvo or Alto Douro.
When you look around and say you should be completely crazy in planting vines in this scenario, because this is so much handwork, and it's so difficult to mechanize and to control the costs.
Quinta do Crasto, it's a project that has properties along the river. So we are based in this area and also in the Upper Douro. In total, we have 250 hectares of vines. Of those 250 hectares, half of the hectares are in this area, so Cima Corvo or Alto Douro at Quinta do Crasto, and the other ones in the Upper Douro, where we have a project that's called Crasto Superior.
We export to about 50 different countries nowadays, the Crasto wines.
Well, we produce whites and reds and ports, and between the ports we produce rubies and tawny ports. Okay, on the ruby families, vintage ports, LBVs, on the tawny ports, old colheitas. So we do a little bit all the range. The white wines are very interesting in the Douro because they are quite a new thing for Quinta do Crasto.
In my opinion, now even more important than promote the wines abroad and go around, it's also very important to bring the right people to Douro, because I think here it's possible to produce great wines like in other regions around the world. But when you come and visit this region is a little bit different from the others.
So I believe that port wine started like that. Okay, let's try to preserve the wine. We need to send the wine to the UK, and so let's add some spirit to preserve the wine, and the result is fantastic.
Well, the presence of Quinta do Crasto in Romania, it's something that it's becoming very important.
Romanian market for us, it's a very important market. Romania is a country with tradition in wine, so I hope that all the Romanians will have the opportunity to taste our wines and to feel a little bit of the terroir that I was talking about.
If you have the right partner in this market, like we do, then I think it makes sense. You see, you can gradually build the brand, and then, I mean, who knows, in 3 or 4 years, or even less, or even more, doesn't matter. We are getting a reference for the Portuguese wine in this market, and that's exactly what's happening in Romania. So I'm very proud to be there, honestly.
It would be an honor to show you the complexity and the Douro wine region. So please come and join us.
Então, quero propor um brinde a todos os consumidores de vinho pelo mundo, especialmente os que estão na Roménia e que começam a entrar em contacto com os nossos produtos. Um brinde a todos.